Hey everyone, welcome back to Survival Addiction. Today we will be doing a medical video. So this is wound packing. This video is for informational purposes only. Please do not attempt anything that you do not have official training for. So wound packing should be used when it's not possible to use a tourniquet. So you wound pack junctional sites such as the neck, shoulder, hips, and groin. You do not wound pack the chest or abdomen because you would do more damage. And then the patient needs immediate hospital care if they are bleeding from those two places. Okay, so the Committee of Tactical Combat Casualty Care has 3 approved hemostatic gauzes. So combat gauze or quick clot, Celox gauze, and Cheeto gauze are the approved hemostatic gauze. But there's numerous studies that also show that normal gauze will also work just as well for wound packing. Okay. And just another reminder, do not do anything that you do not have proper training for or authorization from your medical director or appropriate supervision. Okay, so number 1, as you wound pack, you want to apply pressure as you open the package. You would apply pressure where the bleeding is the most severe, just to try and slow it down as you open the package, because it doesn't take very long to bleed out. Okay, so 1, you want to identify the wound and you're going to expose the injury. So if they have a bullet hole in their leg, on their upper thigh, you would want to take the pants off, cut them off, take them off, whichever is the easiest. Get to that wound because you want to be able to see it. You want to be able to make sure that that's where the bleeding is actually coming from. Alright, 2, you're going to wipe away any excess blood, but you're going to want to keep the clots. The clots are pretty important to keep there, so wipe away any loose excess blood, but if there's clots, leave them there because that's good. That means they're clotting. Okay, so for 3, you're wanting to hold pressure on the wound while you remove the hemostatic dressing, as I said before. Okay. And it shouldn't be too hard. A lot of those packages, the ones impregnated with hemostatic dressing, they have quick openings, so they should be pretty easy to open. So for 4, you're wanting to make a small little ball, and you're going to start threading that through the wound while holding pressure. You're going to want to pack the wound entirely. And when you do pack it into the wound, you're going to try and pack it towards the artery or wherever the blood is coming from. If it's an artery that you're packing, then you're going to push that against the artery. So hopefully the body will create a clot and stop the bleeding for you. Okay. Once the entire cavity is packed, which a lot of the time it will take more than 1 gauze to pack it. Anyways, once it's entirely packed, then you're going to want to hold direct pressure for 3 minutes. A lot of people will train you to hold pressure with your whole hand, your whole palm, and whatever. But I find it's best to hold pressure with specific fingers over the wound if it's small enough. If it's a pretty big wound, then you're going to want to use the heel of your hand, and you're going to want to do a lot of pressure. Like, get your whole body weight into it. You're not going to want to do any light pressure. And hopefully those 3 minutes will allow that gauze to clot the wound for you. And then after those 3 minutes, what you do is you get a roller bandage or a pressure bandage, and you're going to want to just wrap it. And then hopefully get them to a hospital. Hopefully EMS will have arrived by then, and whatever. But anyways, guys, that is the basic steps for wound packing. These are approved steps by the Committee of Tactical Combat Casualty Care. And just another note, if there is a penetrating object in those junctional sites, you're not supposed to remove it. So you're going to want to, instead of wound packing, you're going to want to stabilize it so it doesn't cause more damage. So if there's a knife just sticking out of the hip, you're going to want to keep that knife exactly where it is so it's not cutting up more of the inside. And there's a lot of ways you can do that, but that would not be one of those situations where you would wound pack. If there is an object in someone, you never want to remove that object. Once they get to the hospital setting, then you can let the surgeons and the doctors figure that out. But wound packing is basically like a life-saving measure that you would use like in the most severe situations, because like I said, it doesn't take very long to bleed out. Anyways, I hope you guys thought this video was informational. Just a reminder, do not use this unless you have official training and certification, and you also have approval from your medical director and supervision from whoever you need supervision from. I just don't want anyone to get hurt, but this is good information to know. If crap happens, there's no hospitals. It's good to know. But anyways, thanks again for joining me at Survival Addiction. Hope you guys liked this video, and we'll see you guys next time.